EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Oh, nice move. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a product of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed, and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile, and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Brissett. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing, Brissett. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On play action, Brissett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Young scrambling and able to pick up the first with his legs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now Young. He'll drop that down to Hubbard. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 44. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Out of the gun, it's Young. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Walter Nolan with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken around the 12. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it second down and 12. In motion right, that's Wilson. Play action now, Brissett. That one on the money to Bourne downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 34.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion right, that's Harrison. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Brissett's pass, intended for Jeremiah Love, incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brissett. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
The blitz doesn't always have to get home to be effective. They knew the offense had a long way to go to pick up the first down, so they forced the ball out quick and then rallied to the football to force 4th down.
Now on 4th down, is the punt team sending this one away.
The Panthers take over
as the home team's offense makes their way back out. We show you the defensive coordinator for the visiting team. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now, hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. It's Young off play action. They'll find McMillan here. And they'll get this right past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Young's got his guys 1st and 10. Now a toss. Hubbard going left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
This is caught by McMillan. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he will have a first down at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Now, this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Here's Young from the shotgun. That is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
At the 21-yard line.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here is Young. And this pass broken up. The contact well of time there, and now 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And this one is right through. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So now after the field goal, Fitzgerald back out there to send this one away. Powering his way forward. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Got the connection here to Bourne. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First down.
Brissett now. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is incomplete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday Night Prime. Well, time is of the essence. We breeze through halftime, and we are ready for the 2nd half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So this offense headed back out. Panthers offensive coordinator Brad Idzik there. His guys are out in front, and they'll try to work on trying to find some ways to extend this lead. Looking to put a drive together. Third quarter starts with a run by Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Off the play fake, Young. There's Trimble, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Young's got his guys 1st and 10. They'll run with Hubbard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hubbard. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Well, he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
On 4th down on is Ryan Fitzgerald for the Carolina field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side said, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And they will wrangle them down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together. Play fake, Brissett. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First down,
A promising sign there from an offense that hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Shotgun handoff now for Love. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here now, 2nd and 4. To throw is Brissett. Completes this to Elijah Higgins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a give running right is Love. Oh, what a move. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Brissett sets to throw it. That is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. How about this? They'll try the option. Left side. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Brissett. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They turn to Love on the handoff. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Brissett. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Calling a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Fourth quarter, they cling to a for the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. Looking to put a drive together. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Young's got his guys 1st and 10. Now a run with Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
That's a gain of 3.
And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you're playing a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Taken in at the 22. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down 6-3, 33 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Brissett. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Brissett. to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.